Hello there, you're very welcome to Bray Wanderers Cup Call edition number 3. And today I'd like to talk about the Bray Wanderers Academy teams. But before we go on to that, I'd just like to talk about last Friday night. And with me I have Gavin, Teehan, who's head coach of the under-19s. Gavin, just to look back on Friday, another great result for Bray, but the occasion I think was more important. I think anyway. Great crowd, great atmosphere, and then a great win. You couldn't ask for more than that.
No, fantastic, Vincent. Firstly, thanks for chatting to me. But first team have got off to a good start. There's a great atmosphere around the club at the moment, right through from the first team down through the academy. I was at the game on Friday night, thought the boys played really well. But you're right, the occasion was really, really good, and hope to see more of that over the season.
Okay, well, we're here to talk about the academy today. So, what number of teams have you got in the academy?
So on the boys' side, 4 National League Academy teams, 19s, 17s, 15s and 14s. And then on the women's side, the 19s and 17s. And then a whole host of clubs feeding into that from our partner clubs like Greystones and Cavatini.
Oh, very good. And do all the academy teams play in the National League?
They do, indeed. And they play all over the country. The 19s, which I'm involved in, as you said, are in the Southern Division for the initial stage. So we go to Kerry and Cork and Cove and Waterford and Limerick, all over the place. The Northern Division go up that way, and then later on in the later stages it comes together. But yeah, it certainly is national.
And for young players, that's a big commitment.
It is, yeah, but it's at the end of the day, from a 19's point of view, we're trying to prepare them for life as potential first team players. So they have to get used to the rigours of training and travelling, and it's all part of it. So.
But having said that, they're looked after very well on their travels.
Absolutely, yeah.
Which is very important, of course.
Yeah.
And what is the coaching set up with each team?
So each team has a management team. There'd be a head coach and coaches, and then a number of supporting staff like S&C coaches, goalkeeping coaches. So across the teams, very well looked after.
Very good. One thing I noticed actually reading the programme the other night, and the under 14s, I think it was, what a coaching team they have.
Yeah.
Jason Byrne,
yeah,
Jody Lynch, Mick Lawless. Well, the great thing about it is they're all ex-Bray Wanderers players,
yeah.
as you are.
Yeah.
As you are. And isn't that great to see?
It's good to see, absolutely. And, we hope to encourage more of that. But certainly these guys have an affinity to the club and a great understanding of the history of the club. And brilliant experience for the young players.
I think so.
To learn from.
No better people to learn from.
Absolutely.
Without a doubt. Now, how are players chosen to be part of the academy teams?
So we'd have a series of people out there looking on the recruitment side, and we'd obviously look to our partner clubs, the likes of Cavatini, the likes of Greystones. But we have to be aware of what's going on around the country in terms of players, player ID, and then there's a series of assessments throughout the year, and just helping players understand where they're at in terms of their development. And thankfully last year, as an example, we retained an awful lot of our academy players, which I think is good. And there was very few players released. So we want players to understand that they can come in here and see a clear pathway from 14s, potentially right the way through to the first team.
The whole idea is to improve them as footballers, number 1, and to improve them as individuals, number 2.
Absolutely. Like nowadays, young players, they obviously want to learn to be good footballers, which is vital, but there's so many other things going on in their lives. We have to help them understand about education, how to be decent people. So yeah, there's lots of aspects to it.
Is the whole idea of the academy, or have you reached that stage yet, where they're trying to get all the teams to play the same style of football? So when, and if players make it through from 15s, 17s, 19s up to the first team, that they'll fall in easily into the first team plans?
Yes, absolutely. And thankfully, if you look at our academy sides at the moment, they all play a good brand of football. And albeit that each team has their own management teams with their own thoughts, but we have to have some basic principles, and certainly already from what I've seen of the first team, we have to let these players know that hard work is a given, and that they have to be brave on the ball and they have to want to play. So there's lots of those things that are already coming in. Down the line, yeah, potentially there could be a time when the players understand how to play one formation, but the modern player Vinny now needs to learn how to play 3 or 4 different formations. So no matter where they're called upon or where they're asked to slot in, they can do a job.
Now, the fans don't see a lot of the underage teams playing, because obviously they can't play in the Carolina grounds because the first team are using that, and it's not always available, and you've got to keep the service for the first team and only use it where necessary for the underage team. So where are you playing your matches, home matches?
Currently we're playing up in Ballycorus, but that in itself is a great facility. A lot of work been done up there over the last couple of years, so that's improving all the time. That's a fantastic base for us as an academy. So I think that's going to be really good moving forward as it improves even further.
And fixtures now, it's very hard to find fixtures. I know probably they're up on the Bray Wanderers social media platforms, but now we have this new FAI Connect app, which anyone can have on their phone, and you can get the fixtures there, and you also get the results there. So that's a great addition.
Great resource, and look, in a digital age, they've moved a lot of stuff online. So now even the team sheets are submitted via the app. So it's been a great addition to this year's season.
Great. Well, can I wish you luck and the rest of the coaching staff with the academy best of luck for the remainder of the season. I know the boys started last week and the ladies start this week.
That's right.
So I wish them all luck. And that's all we have time for today, Gavin. I'm sorry about that, but time ran out. We'll be back next week. See you then. Bye-bye.